cash flow from a cash-on-cash standpoint is going to range between about 7 and 9.5%.
Let's talk about like an actual, the general partner, limited partner, investor split. Like, how does that actually break down? What does that look like in terms of being an investor in one of these projects?
Yeah, so it's going to change a little deal to deal, but ultimately we strive. These are centered and structured around near-term cash flow. So, in general, I would say our day one cash flow from a cash-on-cash standpoint is going to range between about 7 and 9.5%, just depending on the deal. A lot of factors in that, and then typically you're going to see either annual or every other year increases in the preferred return, and that increase, those are going to be driven by built-in increases in the rent. So as that rent kicks up every year based on the lease terms, cash flow is increasing, and we pass it on to investors through a stair-step escalating pref model. So on average, I'd say the pref will increase between 25 and 50 basis points every year. So let's say you start at 8, might be 8.5, year 2, 9, 9.5, et cetera. And then we'll hold, typically about 4 to 5 years. Our target's having, roughly 15 years left on the lease when we go to sell. And then at that point, we sell, we return investor capital, of course, and then everything left over, net proceeds, we'll do a GP-LP split. In general, that's about an 80-20 split. But again, there's always a little bit of variance from deal to deal.